OMG. Did you guys see all of the amazing things that are happening in this business? It makes me excited. Like, I have had my mind in a tizzy since Tuesday. The first came and it went, and it was not without excitement. There's so much that's happened at the start of this year that I want to go over since it's our first team call of 2019. Welcome to a new year, a new chapter, a new opportunity to make your life anything you want it to be. I'm going to start really quick with the new kit. There is a new presenter kit. In case you didn't see it, it's got a slight change up in a few products. It's still a really good value. Tony, I apologize because I didn't know they were going to change the kit. She even asked me before she signed up, like on the 28th. She said, are they going to change the kit? And I'm like, I don't think so. They probably won't change it until March. And then sure enough, they made me a liar by changing the kit. But it doesn't matter. You're in the family. You got a good kit. You got a good business model, and we're ready to rock and roll. In addition to the kit, there is also a recruiting perk this month, which is really exciting. If you recruit 2 people, then you earn the free trucker hat. The ponytail hat is what it's called. And I think it's called a ponytail hat because the hole in the back is a little bit higher so that your ponytail can like come out of the back of it. I don't know. I gotta get my hands on it to know for sure, but it's called a ponytail hat, and I feel like that's what it's designed for. And then if you recruit 4 people this month, then you get the hat and that awesome unique bag. It's called the tassel bag, and it's got like a little tassel on it. It's gray and purple. You know the bags are always a huge hit when it comes to incentives. People love the bags. So you could always know that you're going to get that incentive as an option. In addition to that, we've got a brand new website. They completely revamped the back office. Everything is kind of miscombobulated. It took me a little while to get my sea legs and figure out where everything was. And that's just how life goes. You know what I mean? You got to roll with the changes. And the moment you get too tied into thinking something has to be a certain way and you are not being flexible, you are going to back yourself into a corner. And it's only when we can be fluid and flexible and just go with it. I mean, I could have gotten all bent out of shape that I couldn't find my company and my back, my numbers, or I could just take 5 breaths and go look for it. And then I know, right? So just take a couple of minutes to familiarize yourself with the new back office, where all the buttons are. They all stem now from a little drop down on the top left corner. At least that's where I found them. But in addition to that, they've added the Eric Worre training, and it's under trainings. It's under my business, onboarding, and then under training. So you can begin the Eric Worre training, the recruit 20 people in 30 days. I'm going to start it tomorrow. I haven't started it yet, but I'm ready for it. I want to recruit 20 people in 30 days, and I'm sure he's not putting like crap up there if Unique Corporate is sponsoring it and putting it on their website. I'm sure it's been vetted. I'm sure people have watched it and said, yes, this is good content. And so it doesn't hurt to at least try it, to at least check it out and see what's going on. Okay. New products. This is where I'm like a kid in a candy store, because all the nudes, I have so many customers that are very, I don't like to call them basic, because basic has such a bad connotation to it now. When you say somebody's basic, it's an insult, but and it's not in this term. I'm not trying to call people basic, but there are a lot of women out there that do not like the bold blues and purples and greens and oranges. They want the nudes and the naturals, and they want to look like they just woke up, not like they, just walked out of the club. So this is a great thing to reach out to all of your customers that are the natural Nellies, right? The ladies that they just like the easy, they want to look fresh. They don't want to look made up. And it's great time to do the no makeup challenge, you know, where you do the makeup eye looks and you create the face with the BB and the nude makeup so that you just look refreshed and vibrant, you know, especially for moms out there. You know, we've got those mom bags, we've got those tired eyes. So just how to brighten up your face without looking made up. That's a great market for you to tap into. The Kudos is what, $73, $74? Whatever it is, it's 70 something dollars, and it has all three of my favorite products. It's got the pressed shadows, the splash liquid lipstick, and the mascara. That's an easy bundle to sell. Very easy. Yeah, that's fine, Alex. Okay. It's very easy to sell. It's very easy to break up too. Like once we get about halfway through the month, I would say start breaking it up. If you're low on sales and you need to start, you know, pushing things through, start breaking it up. Sell the mascara to one person, sell the splash to somebody, sell the eyeshadows to somebody else. Okay. You don't have to tie somebody into a complete Kudos. My brain is firing 100 miles a minute. Okay, then we also have our 30-day run group. Yay! There's so much happening, you guys. I just looked at the number, and there's over 100 posts total for this 30-day run group. So we're on day 3. We're only through like 9 posts. So there are still 90 things coming your way in the next month to help you grow your business, but it's only as valuable as you make it. If you don't utilize it, if you don't show up to the 30-day run group, if you're not doing the tasks, it is completely useless. Just like the Eric Worre training, if you don't do it, it's going to offer you 0 value. All right. So if you're not willing to show up for it, then technically you can't complain about not having good numbers. If you're not trying all the different ways, right? There was one other thing. Let me drink my martini and think about what. There was one more thing and I forgot to write it down.
Yeah. Poor
Martini's gonna trigger the brain. Hold on a second.
chocolate.
Chocolate. No, I'm a savory snacker.
Well, it's a pretzel chocolate.
Half and half. Okay. Oh, the other thing that I want to talk about, in addition to the 30-day run group, this isn't what I wanted to say, but this is one thing that I remembered. There is a 31 days of leadership group, which is really good as well. It's free. If you guys aren't in it already, every day a leader is going to go into the group and talk to the group. I will be talking on the 11th, and Holly was asked to be a guest speaker as well. So I want to give Holly a shout out for being a boss babe and getting invited to speak in the leadership group. She achieved elite status back in November. She sells like a beast, so she deserves to go on there and talk about sales or whatever she's going to talk about. And but I want to give that shout out because that's a huge honor to be invited to speak into somebody's training, and I know you're gonna rock it out, but I wanted to give you a shout out for that.
I thought she had me mixed up with someone else.
No, she did not confuse you with somebody else. You're awesome. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up for questions, and I'll see if my brain will jar clear. You guys, I've been working on this 100 posts for hours and hours and hours. I've lost all track of time. And this is what before we start asking questions, I want to just say this. Oh yeah, now I remember. Okay. Sorry, it's all coming clear.
Duck.
I'm exhausted. Okay.
You said you weren't tired.
I've had enough coffee that I don't feel tired, but clearly my brain is running on empty, even if my body is caffeinated. And just like that, there it went.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
Seriously, you guys, this is a shame. Who's the leader of this team call? Damn it. Okay, so this is the other thing that I wanted to say. Part of the 30-day run group is designed to push you out of your comfort zone and get you into Messenger. But one of the things I didn't talk about in the post that I created was how not to write your message. And I received one of them tonight, and I want to read to you what it says so that you know that this is not good, and then we're going to talk about why this isn't good. I really wanted to give you an example of a message that is a complete miss. And I actually told her it was as well, because, you know, I'm not ashamed. I'm not shy anymore. Okay, so it was a lady I had never met before. She literally just sent me a friend request either today or yesterday. She was somebody I knew, I didn't know. We had one mutual friend, and that's my husband. So I actually thought when she sent me a friend request, I was like, oh, well, maybe Mike talked to her about my business, okay? She says, hold on, let me move this over here so I can read it. She says to me, message 1, never messaged me before, very first message, says, hey there, doesn't even use my name, Happy New Year. So I'm not sure if you've seen any of my posts lately. Why would I? We just became friends yesterday. But I'm doing a big push to help as many women as I can achieve the goals they've set for the new year. Well, that's awesome. I know health is often our top 5 things that we want to improve, and you look like somebody that was in my top 5 people that I wanted to message about this.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
Why am I in your top 5? I've never even met you or talked to you before. Anyway, if you've set a goal for weight loss or other health goal for yourself this year, I'd love to help you kickstart that journey by joining me in my upcoming program, Shred 10. I'm co-hosting. It's a lot of fun. If this sounds like something you might like to do, you can do anything for 10 days. Then I'll send you a quick video so you can learn more. We start soon, so get back to me as soon as possible.
Wow.
Okay. It was painful to read.
Mm-hmm.
It was painful to read, and I am not in any way bashing this woman, but this is exactly why people don't like direct marketers. This is exactly why people aren't receptive when you try to reach out to them, because there are so many people pissing in the Kool-Aid by spamming people, by messaging people that they haven't built quality relationships with, by just like throwing up messages to anybody and everybody. I said to her, I said, how am I in your top 5 if we've never talked before and you don't know my health and fitness goals? Because you haven't tried to network with me, this comes across as spam. Also, saying things like, everyone sees results right away is not truthful. I skimmed that part, but she said in there, everyone receives results right away. That's a big no-no too. You're over-promising and you're basically lying about your products. We don't need to do that. If it's really good, you don't need to embellish. You don't need to add on. The products speak for themselves. And I said, keep your integrity when messaging, because respect is the only thing you have in this business, right? People want to know that when you tell them something works, that you're not lying to them, that you're not tricking them, that you're not playing the old bait and switch, right? And then I said, even if you were cold messaging me, a better approach would be to ask about my goals first. Let me respond and then offer me your solution. Okay? She said, thank you. Your husband is a mutual connection. He was a student of mine, and I apologize. I said, don't apologize. I don't want to discourage you in any way. Mike, and I told her a little bit about us. I said, you could have checked my page and messaged me this. And then I gave this complete stranger a total script. I said, you could have said, hey, Marie, I see you're a yoga teacher. That's so awesome. I'm into fitness too. Do you do any workouts besides yoga and strength training for strength training and cardio? See how that's a conversation starter? When you're messaging people, especially now that we're focused on recruiting, you want to create conversation and you want to create connection. We are problem solvers. We are not product pushers. And the moment you shift your mindset from what am I going to get out of this and what do I want to what does that person need and how can I help them get what they need, you are going to completely see a boost in your business. When it's not about the products, but it's about the person. It's about the relationship. This is called network marketing. Network marketing, okay? So, and I get these I get these probably once or twice a week. Obviously, people see my page. They're like, "Oh, she's got 6,000 followers. Oh, you know, I want to message her. I'm a good target." You gotta serve up something better than that, right? So how are you rising above all of that other frequency? Because if I get these messages 2 times a week, guess who else is getting these messages a lot? Your potential recruits, your network, the people you want to be touching, and the people that you want to be joining your team. So what makes your message to them special? How are you standing out? It's not by spamming them, right? It's about like learning to connect with them and find out what they need, what they want, and what they desire, and then learning how to help them do that. Okay? Can I get off my soapbox now? Sorry. I know that she probably was just given bad advice. She probably didn't have a leader that cared about her as much as you guys do. Because that's the old way. That's the old way. That's the way that it was for a long time. That's the way Mike did it. And we've moved away from that. And I hope you realize that as well. Like, that's not the way anymore. And we got to do better for our industry. We got to help change the way people look at us and the way people think about direct sales. Right? Because I believe it is one of the ways moving forward. But there's been a couple bad eggs, people overeager, overzealous, trying to do anything they can to climb the ladder, that they're willing to rob their integrity by lying about their products and by, you know, spamming strangers hundreds at a time. So, okay. No more of that. Let's talk questions, because there is a lot going on. So what do you guys want to talk about?
I just want to. Are you going to do is it the first steps training that Eric Gorey has on there?
I'm going to do all the trainings.
Okay. Because I know they said the first steps was more for like new people, but I was still going to watch it.
I'm going to do all of the trainings because I want to know what everybody else is learning. I want to make sure that if one of my new girls comes to me and says, I have a question about this, that I don't like not know what to tell her. I want to be prepared. And I'm sure it's going to be great, but it'll just be better if I know what's being put out there. And it might help me so that then I know what's in there. And so when I recommend it, I know exactly what they're getting. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did anybody try any of the trainings yet? Has anybody started them?
I listened a little bit.
You listened to a little bit. Is it good? Was it good?
Yeah.
I got everything printed out today. It's a lot.
That's good. I want it to be. I mean, I'm glad it's a lot. I mean, the more resources we can get, the better. Anybody else have any questions? Okay, next week, your homework is to bring questions. This is silly. What's the point of Q&A if nobody comes on with questions?
All right, I have a question, Marie.
Yay! Hey, Jennifer.
So I don't.
Oh, Rachel.
Whatever. Same.
I couldn't tell who was talking.
So I haven't had a problem with booking parties lately. What's my problem? But now, Mandalorian.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second, Rachel. I have not been able to hear anything that you've said. Hold on.
None of us.
Okay, now try again.
Is that better?
Yes.
You should see me. I got y'all propped up and stuff, so the kids aren't like running. So I have that's my issue.
Hold on. I'm muting everybody because somebody's background noise is like taking over you. All right, try it again.
Is that better?
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope so. And I hope it's not my iPad. I don't think so.
No, you're good now.
So I don't have a problem with the booking the parties. I've been doing okay with that right now. But I'm friendly with Amanda Lawrence. So I was picking her brain too about, you know, how to get people to want to join. And she said something that I love her, but it kind of just like hit me wrong. Like, just message everybody that you come in contact with. And I'm just like, I want to listen to her because, you know, she's like mad successful. But at the same time, I'm like, the integrity thing, I'm like, I just don't want to message people that I just became friends with on Facebook a week ago and then be like, oh, by the way, you want to join? Like I just don't. I like to build like a deeper connection with people. I feel like I know I'm doing the 90-day run that Jen put on, and I just feel like it says 5 opportunity messages, and I just feel like is that possible every day when you're trying to like really build a relationship?
Well, you have to take that on a case-by-case situation. I would say that anybody that you're friends with right now has been your friend for a while. And as long as you're not cold messaging the new friends that you're adding, so like say you added 5 friends today, like you don't want to message those 5 people. You don't want to message the people that you've added in the last month. But anybody that's been around on your friends list for longer than a month, I think it's okay to at least message them. Now, that does not mean message them about the opportunity. That doesn't say, hey, you want to join my team. That's like messaging them to get to know them, find out what they're about, if they're at least interested in what you're putting down.
Right.
And those are 2 totally different types of conversation. And Amanda's not saying ask everybody to buy the kit. Like that's not what she's saying when she's saying message everybody you come in contact with. What she's saying is the more, like she's talking about the numbers game aspect of it. The more people you talk to, the more your odds of getting a yes are. But and maybe that's why she's black status 1 and I'm only an orange status, is because I'm a little bit of a slow goer. I want good relationships. I want quality over quantity. I want to know you. I want to believe in you. I want to trust you. I want you to trust me. And that's just my way.
Yeah, see, that's how I feel. I just feel like, I don't know, I'd rather have smaller than bigger, but have a better connection with the smaller. And if I had the bigger and I don't have time for, I just like how do you possibly have time for such a big, huge, I want to love on everybody, be a part with everybody. I just feel like, it's like.
Yeah, I would say that there is a million different ways to work this business. Sometimes somebody says something and it really hits home and you're like, yes, I'm implementing that right away. And sometimes even me, I could say something and you're like, nah, I'm not really vibing with that. I want to try something different. That's okay, because you're bringing your own perspectives, your own experiences, your own life lessons that are going to make your style sing, right? You cannot be a copycat. You cannot be a duplicate of me. All I can do is impart on you what works for me. And that's what all the leaders are trying to do. They're just trying to give you their roadmap. That was how she was successful. And it's going to be great because it's going to work for some, but it's not going to work for all.
Right. See, I was listening to your podcast. Like I listened to it in the morning because I love her. I do. Like I love her. But then I really vibe with like Kanisha, like her style and how she works. That's more me, more how, I don't know. I just vibe with her more. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, just you're going to take things from all the different leaders. Every leader you watch, you're going to take something from them, and it's either going to be something you want to implement or something you decide against implementing, but either way they both taught you something.
Okay.
Anybody else? Okay, there's so much, you guys. It is going to be an explosion. January 15th, University Uology. Why did I say University? Uology comes out. It's the new skincare line. It's available only for presenters beginning January the 15th, and then it'll probably launch to customers February 1st. That's how they've been doing it recently, where we get to order things a little bit in advance so that we can test them, try them out, and market them to our customers. So just know that that's on the radar, and go out there and sell some kudos and do something amazing, and you know where to find me if you need me.
Nope.
All right, babes. I love you. Have a good night. Peace out.